The Blue Death, the 1918 influenza outbreak. Today, when we sneeze or cough, we check Google. The doctor says it's a viral and says if you take a pill, you will be okay in 7 days. And if you don't take a pill, you will be okay in a week. I hope you take my lame joke. But let me take you back to a time when a sneeze was not a joke. It was a death sentence. There is a twist in the story of this ordinary-looking influenza virus. In 1918, history witnessed the first true modern apocalypse. Nothing was more horrible than this. As the famous saying of that time went, "One can stand the war, but one cannot stand the blue disease." The origin and the war machine. The year is 1917. The US enters the World War I. The army explodes in size, drafting young men by the thousands. The numbers jump from 25,000 to huge battalions. We always blame the trenches of Europe for the war horrors, but the real enemy was brewing right at the home, in the heart of America. March 1918, Kansas. At the Camp Funston, Fort Riley, it starts with one cook, Albert Gitchell, reporting sick before breakfast. By lunch, the infirmary was full. By dinner, it was a crisis. But these soldiers were not sent home. They were shipped to the Europe. The virus travels in the lungs of the soldiers, affecting 32 large camps. It did not just hitch a ride, it was deployed. The pathology of horror. This was not just a fever. The 1918 strain was a monster. It covered a deadly cluster of symptoms that looked like something out of a horror movie. Nasal hemorrhages, pneumonia, encephalitis, nephritis, and temperatures spiking up to 40 centigrade. Doctors were baffled because the symptom did not fit the flu. Patients bled from the ears and eyes. The skin turned a dark, suffocating purple cyanosis due to lack of oxygen. They called it a blue death, the cytokine storm. Here is the darkest twist of all. Usually the flu kills the weak, the very old and the very young. But the 1918 flu, it hunted the strong. It triggered a cytokine storm, turning the victims' own strong immune system against them. The healthiest soldiers, many in their 20s, were the ones dying the fastest because their bodies fought back too hard, drowning their own lungs in the fluid. No cure, only chaos. Till this day in our story, this deadly virus has no cure. There were no antibiotics for the pneumonia, no vaccines. Doctor could only offer symptomatic treatment. Society began to collapse. But 1918 saw public health measures that felt like the martial law. The burial of dead bodies were delayed for weeks due to shortage of coffins and graveyards. Steam shovels dug mass graves. As one survivor recalled, there were no bells tolled at the funerals, for the bells would have never stopped ringing. Nothing can be more horrible than that. In the end, the influenza pandemic killed 50 million people, more than the Great War itself. It caused over 500 million infection, 1/3 of the world's population at the time.